In a small village nestled between two mountain ranges, there lived a wise Zen master named Hiroshi. Hiroshi was known throughout the land for his profound insights and deep understanding of the human mind. His temple, situated on the outskirts of the village, was a place of tranquility and learning. Disciples from far and wide came to seek his guidance. One day, a young man named Kenta arrived at the temple. Kenta was troubled and anxious, carrying a burden he could not articulate. After the evening meditation session, he approached Master Hiroshi. "Master," Kenta began, "I am constantly worried. I feel exposed and vulnerable, as if my every move is being watched and judged by others. I cannot find peace." Master Hiroshi listened attentively and then responded, "Kenta, it seems you are troubled by the invasion of your privacy. Tell me, what do you understand by privacy?" Kenta thought for a moment and replied, "Privacy is the ability to keep my thoughts, actions, and life away from the scrutiny of others." Hiroshi nodded. "Indeed, privacy is a valuable aspect of our lives. Come with me. I want to show you something." The next morning, Hiroshi and Kenta set out for a walk through the village. They came upon a small walled garden with a single entrance. The walls were tall, preventing anyone from seeing inside. Hiroshi led Kenta through the gate and into the garden. "Look around," Hiroshi said. "What do you see?" Kenta observed the garden carefully. "I see a peaceful, serene place filled with beautiful flowers and well-tended plants. It is quiet and secluded." "Exactly," Hiroshi replied. "This garden represents your mind. The walls are your boundaries, protecting your innermost thoughts and feelings from the outside world. Just as the gardener tends to this garden, you must tend to your privacy." Kenta looked puzzled. "But how do I do that, Master? How do I protect my privacy in a world that seems intent on breaching my walls?" Hiroshi smiled gently. "It begins with understanding and intention. Come, let us sit by the stream." They walked a short distance to a clear, bubbling stream that ran through the garden. Hiroshi picked up a handful of pebbles and began to place them in the water, creating small ripples. "Each pebble represents a piece of information about yourself," Hiroshi explained. "When you share these pebbles with others, you create ripples in your life. Some ripples are small and harmless, but others can become waves that disturb your peace." Kenta watched the ripples spread and fade. "But Master, how do I know which pebbles to share and which to keep?" "Discernment, Kenta," Hiroshi said. "You must practice discernment. Not all who seek to know you have your best interests at heart. Reflect on the intentions of those who ask and the consequences of sharing. Just as a gardener chooses which plants to nurture and which weeds to remove, you must choose what to reveal and what to conceal." As the days passed, Kenta began to apply Hiroshi's teachings. He learned to build and maintain boundaries, sharing only what was necessary and guarding his innermost thoughts. He discovered that by protecting his privacy, he could cultivate a sense of inner peace and security. One evening, after several months of practice, Kenta returned to the garden with Hiroshi. The garden was in full bloom, more vibrant and beautiful than ever before. "Master, I have followed your guidance and learned to protect my privacy, but there is still one thing I do not understand. How do I balance openness with protection?" Hiroshi picked a single flower and handed it to Kenta. "Just as this flower opens to the sun and closes at night, you too must find your rhythm. Be open when it brings warmth and light into your life, but close when darkness and uncertainty approach. Balance is not a fixed state, but a dynamic dance. Trust yourself to know when to open and when to protect." Kenta held the flower close, understanding dawning in his eyes. "Thank you, Master. I will continue to tend to my garden with care and wisdom." Master Hiroshi smiled, knowing that Kenta had grasped the essence of protecting his privacy. And so, in the quiet village between the mountains, the lesson of the walled garden continued to flourish, guiding those who sought the peace and serenity of a well-tended mind.